You listed a couple of, people that you want to hopefully, have as guests. Like, you got any more like dream guests that you was like, man, I hope I get this person one day?
Dave Chappelle, Ryan Clark.
Okay.
RC is one of I look up to him. Don't know him. I have a buddy of mine, part of the team that is close with him, but I have watched him go from football to, he's on Fox, he's everywhere. I have the utmost respect for Ryan Clark. He's one of the people I look up to. Obama, because he's a cool brother, man. He's a cool brother. Kevin Hart, all of those people, but like the Drewskis and all that, I don't, that's not my lane.
It's not your lane?
It's not my lane.
Yeah, well, you just ain't really messing with that type of comedy.
I mean, it's cool comedy. I love it. But I can't imagine Drewski at the Spadez Table, bro. He be done flipped the table over because I done tried to slid a book from him or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Drewski, man. Wallow and Gilly. People like that, man, that are in the media. Any sports athlete, but my Rushmore is like Obama. I really want the people to know who Obama is just sitting down at the table. How do you, from president to smoking a pack of Jacks after you get out that joint. You know what I'm saying? That's Obama. Kevin Hart's, all the big people in the world. But anybody from the DMV, if you're doing something, holler at me. And that's no disrespect to anybody. There's the nature of the beast. If you're doing something, man, we're here for you. Getting ready to start a whole new segment of it where it's going to be one-on-ones with Blacksajack. It's going to be called Table Talk. Rover's going to have her section. Boone is going to have his section where we're going to break off from the table. And when you want to get serious, that's where we're going to actually break down. Like how you're doing with me right now. You won't get this from the table because it's all of us. We want to break off and actually talk to you one-on-one, but still give it the same platform as the Spadez Table. Yeah, run and steal that, niggas.
So how do you deal with like setbacks? Just whether it be in personal life or business or just in general, how do you deal with like setbacks and like,
I keep going. I keep going. I'm almost 50, brother. I've seen setbacks. I've seen so many people come back from setbacks and get stuck in them. But after losing your whole family, after burying them all, it makes it different for you. Like it changes you as a person to where, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 20-something. So it's always been on me when I wake up in the morning to make whatever money I'm gonna make since I was 20-something. So setbacks are just setbacks. That don't mean you stop. That doesn't mean it just wasn't meant. And when you believe in God, and I'm not the super religious person, but when you believe in God, everything is in His time. This was for a reason. And if you look at all your setbacks, if you're still on the plight of on the path of where you were trying to go, you will look back at every setback and be like, damn, that took me here though. Like a setback may be steering you away from something that you're not supposed to be in anyway. So you have to start looking at setbacks in a different light. Like it's not a setback, it's a set aside for right now. Because it may be a car coming head on, bro. Like even think about it, if you're late, you're on your way out the door, you forget your keys. You gotta run back in the house. You may have missed a deadly accident, bro. All because God said, I'm gonna leave your keys in the house for a minute. Because there's something out there that was about to tear you up. But now not only you going back in the house to grab your keys, save you and somebody else. Mm-hmm.
You always felt that way, or did it take you some time to get to that point?
It took me getting to this age and all the losses. I had times where I cried. I've had times where, bro, as weak as it may sound, I thought about killing myself. Thought about it, never actually put any power to it. But times get dark for you. But it's only for a time. And the road to success has no stop signs. So you gotta keep going.
Do you see yourself as a pioneer and trailblazer in the DMV for like the type of content that you're doing?
I personally don't.
Why not?
Because I'm just me. Like to me, it was just an idea. But people always tell me, you gotta walk in your truth. I am walking in my truth. And when I walk into most rooms, I was I was this before the Spadez Table. And how we get to interact with our guests, that's how I was interacting with the people I was delivering to. So to me, I'm just me. But if I'm seen as any type of pioneer, I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. And like I've been humbled. I've had the $300,000 years, bruh, and had nothing as well. And I was humbled by God. He took everything from me. And it just doesn't pay to be that other guy, bro. To be big-headed about anything, just be you. Stay in your lane. You're gonna put them blinkers on. Somebody might be coming up that other side, bro, moving too fast. Mm-hmm.
So 2025 just started.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in store for 2025 for Blacksajack and the Spadez Table?
More exciting guests, more locations. I believe 2025 is our year to expand beyond the DMV. So just stay tuned. I told you, brother, I'm scared. I'm scared that in order, like, it's rough when someone steals your dream and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what took me to the dark day where I felt like, man, they took it. They actually took it. And when there's nothing you can do about it, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. I would not let that deter us from our dream. They have a budget to get the Kevin Harts, all the big super A+ listers for the show. But I had to think about it. We got everybody else. And all of these people are A-listers as well.
So looking back, is there anything that you know now that you wish you would have known then when you started the Spadez Table?
I was emotionally, you have to be emotionally intact to do this, because the no's from people, the switch ups on people, at this point, I don't know what people want from me. Like the majority of the people talk to me half the time, I think you just talking to me because you want to be on the show. I came from a truck where I was by myself, grow weed by myself. So to be interacting with all of these people, and I'm a cancer, so you know we by ourselves anyway. It's weird, and I always have to have a third eye to what do you really want with me? Because if it's the show, you just say that. Don't act like you're trying to be my friend. Don't try to, oh, I want to give you this. You give me this. How about if I don't talk to you no more after that? Are you going to be mad? Because was your goal to get on the show? Say that. Don't just, it's cool. We'll have time for everybody. But it ain't your time to tell me when I got to do something for you with this production.
How often do you come across people like that?
Often, like the DMs are full of people who think that we owe them a spot at the table. And with what you, honestly, no disrespect, what you're doing in your life doesn't deserve a spot at the table. Like, bro, what are you doing? Before you decide if you want to come on the Spadez Table or anybody else's podcast, production, newsreel, whatever, think about what are you doing? Even if it's small. Like, it ain't about you having 100,000 followers over here, bro, or better, 5 million followers. I don't care. You're doing something impactful for the community, come on over here. You don't have to be all the way up here. But when you tell we don't charge people. But sooner or later, we're going to have to. Because this ain't going to keep going on for free. It definitely cannot. But there'll be levels to that as well. And when the first time I said, well, would you give $250 to come on the show? $250? Bro, huh? He was like, man, I got more followers than y'all. We got like 3,000 followers because we ain't buying them. I said, but see, when you go into our analytics, our 3,000 reach 86,000 accounts a month with no money. Your 86,000 may reach 4,000 accounts a month. So, like, if you say what you want, but I know where we at. Mm-hmm.